Hey, it's Faith here. Welcome back to the channel. I am back in my little paradise. So what's on my mind today? Well, I was talking to a young man the other day, and he indicated that anything he would to do for me, me would have to pay him. I don't really understand the logic, and I was trying to dissect it and understanding it from his point of view. And he basically told me that you're from foreign, so therefore you must have money. And yes, I understand that concept. You know, we're paid a higher minimum wage in Canada. There are more opportunities that most of us are afforded being a foreigner. But what he fails to understand is not all foreigners are rich. There's a lot of wealth down in Jamaica. One thing that these people forget to understand is in Canada, we're tied to mortgages, 25, 30-year mortgages. While in Jamaica, you build your house from scratch, and pretty much all you have to do is pay your property taxes and pay your light bill and your electricity bill. Whereas in Canada, you may make a $2,000 salary per month, per week. I don't know what the salary is. It differs for most people. But not everybody's rich, and even though you may make a great salary in Canada, all that money is going towards rent, food, electricity. So by the end of the day, you have nothing left. And you know, we live off of our credit cards, and you know, we're in a lot of debt. And you know, a lot of these people may not have the income down in Jamaica. The minimum wage is very low, and you know, the salaries are not very high. But at the end of the day, I think it's a better quality of life, and these people have way more wealth than a lot of us who are living in America, or foreign, as they want to call it. But the guy told me, no, as long as you're a foreigner, you have money written all over you, and they will try to get it if they can. He was giving me an example of if you're in the market, you have your purse under your arm. You know, you have guys that will come in there with their little knives, pull your bag and cut it off of you. And if you resist, you could even end up losing your life. And that is the reality that foreigners are facing. And it's quite sad. So, you know, the foreigners coming down obviously have to take extra precaution. And you basically can't trust anybody. You cannot trust anybody. You know, sometimes the advisories from the American government or the Canadian government will tell you to take extra precaution, and they're not wrong for telling you that. I mean, I was getting it from the mouth of this young man who indicated that some people will go to all measures and do whatever they need to do to rob you if it's possible. They try to look for weaknesses, you know, distract you. Actually, a lot of what happens in the market, they work in pairs of 3, 4, and they will try to distract you, bump into you. And the Mandeville market is notorious for pickpockets. They will bump into you, and before you know it, your phone is gone. I almost got robbed of my phone. I went to the Flow office to get some minutes put on my phone, get a monthly plan, and the distraction crime happened where the woman who was dealing with me, working at Flow and dealing with my account and my phone, I think she was working in tandem with another young lady, and the young lady walked up and distracted and just butted in the conversation, saying something about a lost phone that she forgot there. At the end of the day, it was all a scam, and it wasn't true. For a moment I was distracted, and had I not been on my P's and Q's and my toes, I would have lost my phone, because the woman was waiting for me to walk away from that transaction and leave my phone right where it was sitting. At the last minute, my eye caught it, and I asked her to give me back my phone. She gave me back my phone, but that is not before ripping me off $50. Now, $50 is not a lot of money, Jamaican dollars, but it's the principle behind it. So she couldn't get my phone, so she ripped me off $50. I don't know, just the depravity of some of these individuals Not everybody's a scammer, but there are a lot of scammers down here in Jamaica, and you just have to be very careful. There's a lot of good people, but there are a lot of scammers, people who are not willing to work for their money, and people who are just looking for an easy life and an easy way out. Anyways, notwithstanding that, Jamaica is a beautiful land. The people are great, the culture is wonderful, and the food is great. And that will not stop me from coming to Jamaica. I will always come to Jamaica whenever ever I have the opportunity to come and enjoy this beautiful landscape. You know, not everybody lives in poverty and deprivation. I mean, look, I'm on the property of a very good friend of mine. And, you know, this may be considered middle-class living, maybe even, you know, upper middle class. I guess it depends on where you go. It's a 5-acre property, and it's beautiful. You know, all the trees up there. I think there's a jackfruit tree all the way up there. You see? There's an ackee tree, tuna plants, orange tree. I'll take you up there on a walk one of these days, but it is beautiful. But so the message here is, if you come to Jamaica, just be careful. You know, don't be too trusting. While there are a lot of good people, there are people who will try to take you for what you have because they think you're a foreigner with lots of money and they see money written all over you. If this content resonated with you, please subscribe, please share the video and give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment if you wish. Have a blessed day. Take care. Bye-bye.